I work a full-time job in an export company. So I wake up at 5 in the morning. I write from 5 to like about 7, and then at 8 I start work. And so I've been doing that for the past, I don't know, 10, 15 years. So I'm used to it by now, uh, writing part-time, working full-time. But the way my process is that it starts often with a title, usually, or a character and a scene. And I'll start writing, I'll start playing around with it, and I'll see where it's going. With short stories, I tend to write without an outline. But with novels, I tried to do that once and I got stuck. So I've learned that I need to actually have maybe a rough outline of a few chapters going in. So if I have 10 chapters, I know that there is a book coming out of this. But typically what I do is that I write a couple of chapters, outline the next 3 or 4 chapters. I always have a sort of rough idea of what the ending is supposed to be or what I want the story to be at the end. But most of the time I'm also discovering it, because I really am not an outliner at heart. I really do like the process of discovering things and having fun with the characters and just allowing myself to be surprised by the twists as well. Oftentimes readers ask me, how did you do that twist? I said, I just let myself write it out and then figured it out. Oh, that's the twist. That is a real problem. But in general, I think that's possibly the reason why a duology was a good thing for me rather than a trilogy, because otherwise there would have been too much information in the first book itself. And because with historical based fantasy, when you're writing something like that, you have to create your own history. So I remember I kept a separate document uh, along with my book, which actually outlined this world's history, that how did it begin, how did we get to this point. And I actually made up years in that region's time frame and things like that. I also kept a notebook where I kept all these different measurement systems and all sorts of little things that never made it into the final book. I had it all there in my drafts, but then it all got, trimmed down, trimmed down. We're always trimming the fat as we write, because at the end of the day, you also do not want to bog down the reader in all these details and prevent them from really enjoying the story that you're trying to tell. It requires a certain level of obsession, I feel, in certain ways. We're a little bit insane in that sense. Authors, we really want these stories told. I think deep down, we really want our stories to be out there. And if you feel that you have a story that needs telling and it's important to you, please do not let anyone else tell you that it's not important, or do not let them dissuade you, because it is your story and your voice will always matter to someone out there. So just keep pushing. Do not take no for an answer in that sense.